We all have goals we're trying to achieve, and using manifestation can be a great way to make them come so much quicker and so much better than we ever could have imagined. So in this video, I'm going to show you my top 3 manifestation tips so that you can manifest your goals. My first manifestation tip is scripting. This was the key to me manifesting working on the TV show Sex Education. I scripted in 2020 and that I was going to work on it. And to script, the best way to do it is to write as if you're already living that experience. So as if you've sat down after a day of what your goal life would be like and write as if you've already achieved it. So for example, on the Sex Education one, I wrote, I've had an amazing first day on set working on Sex Education. I met all the cast and the crew that I'm going to be working with over the next 6 months, and it was incredible. The weather was so nice. Everyone was so welcoming, and every last detail that you would normally write about a day if you were journaling, if you were kind of telling yourself what happened that day, but you write it as if you've already lived it. The key to this, and I think any manifestation tip or technique, is to really feel the emotions as if you're already living it and feeling it. Because as much as these techniques are great, the key component is that you are changing your inner state. So as you're writing, get excited about the things you're experiencing and really feel it and taste it and touch it as you're writing, and that will make your manifestations come so much quicker. I also find with scripting it's so fun to look back on, because things that you like, for example my sex ed one, I would have imagined it to be a certain way when I wrote it, and looking back I'm like, wow, I can't believe it was so specific to what I'd written. How my interactions with people went that I'd written about, and my job role as well, I'd written about me being the key floor runner or something on it, and I was, and at the time of writing I don't think I'd even become a floor runner then. So it's just little things like that that is so interesting to look back on. My next favourite manifestation technique is to visualise what you want. This is very similar to the scripting, but also can be done whenever, and I do this by sitting down and actually actively having like an emotional replay of a scenario that's not happened yet, such as going and accepting an award if that was something that you wanted, or passing an exam and seeing the results, something that you know will happen as a result of achieving your manifestation, and live it as if you're already experiencing it in your mind. Again, the emotional recall is the most important, and it's just really fun to kind of go outside of your comfort zone. I think with this one as well, it's interesting to try and take bits from other people's lives. This is why social media is so great. Sometimes we very much stay in the realm of what we consider possible. So that might be like only considering ourselves as a certain position in a job because we don't have the inner belief that further could be possible, or going only on holidays that are like really close to your hometown because that's not ever been something that you've been able to do before. So maybe try and push past that a little bit and see what else you can achieve by taking inspiration from other people's lives, whether that be someone else getting a job offer that you would love, and kind of push the boundaries a little bit of your own inner boundaries a little bit, because we are very, as humans, we love to stay in the comfort zone. So take inspiration from other people and use it in your own practice. Now the third technique that I use is something that I like to really pinpoint what I'm trying to manifest. Now I don't know what the specific name is for it, but basically what you do is you write down your goal. So for example, let's say I want to manifest passing my GCSEs with 7 A stars. You would write down the goal and then you'd say why you want to achieve it. So that would help me get into university. I would really feel proud of myself because I've worked so hard for this, or everything that you consider to be the reason why you want that goal. Write that down, and then after that you write why you should be able to achieve it, why you deserve to achieve it. This then closes the gap between wanting it and not having it, because you're connecting with both sides of it, the desire of it and then already having achieved it, because you're imagining yourself why you deserve it. So it's just closing the gap, which is really, really important, because you do not want to be in the wanting stage of something. You want to be feeling as if you've already had it. And I've said it before in previous videos, but Abraham Hicks talks about stick, where you have your desire and you have each side of it, so the side that you want and the side that you have it. And a lot of the time we stay in the wanting stage of really, really wanting something, and the key to manifestation is to act as if we already have it, which actually is something I'm going to speak about while I'm here. Acting as if is probably my fourth bonus tip, because acting as if can be done whenever, and it's so important because we are all vibrational beings. We all vibrate on some level. Everything is made out of vibration, which is science. So like radio frequencies, we cannot listen to a radio frequency that we are not a match to. So when you're on the radio, you have to line up with the frequency that's already set. So let's say you want to listen to Radio 1. I don't know the radio frequency for that, but let's say it's 100. If you're on radio frequency 796, you're not going to be hearing Radio 1. You're going to be hearing another radio channel. And that's the same as when you're not connected to who you want to be. When you're wanting to be someone that, let's go use the GCSE example again just because we're already there. When you're wanting to be the person that has achieved your GCSEs, that's going to the university you want, if you're acting as someone who isn't already that person and is feeling very demotivated with revision and not getting into the frequency of that person, your energies are not going to align. You're going to miss that sort of frequency. I don't really know a better way to explain it, because I suppose it's just this is just what's coming on my mind. It might not make sense, but you want to be on, say you've got moving platforms, you want to make sure the level of platform is in sync for you to walk across. Let's say you're playing like Mario Bros on the Wii or something like that. Like, you want to make sure that your level is the same so that you can just easily pass, and if it's not, then you're not going to be able to get on to that next level. So I don't know if that's very clear. I think that was the most random explanation ever, but lining your frequency emotionally by imagining as if you already have it, feel the feelings as if you already have it, become that person every day, walk about the streets as if you already have what you want. I love doing this when I am in a new place and I kind of just act as if I already am like a world famous actor, or like I have like millions of pounds, or whatever like my thing I'm feeling at that moment in time is. Just kind of like having a bit of fun to myself, like everyone is looking at me because I'm famous. Like, it sounds so stupid, but it really it helps me be excited about the person I am becoming and wanting to be, and it really gets into the flow state of being in that frequency, which, as I've said a lot of times in this video, is the key thing. So yes, I really hope those tips have helped you. It's a constant reminder every day to do these things. I think you can't just do it one day and expect them to appear. It's a constant reminder, and I've been practicing meditation and manifestation for probably like 7-8 years now, and I still have to remind myself to get back into it. So if you do fall off reminding yourself to act as if and do all these things and not focus on the having it rather than the wanting it, don't worry, just center yourself and get back to it as quick as possible, because that's the most important. It's fine to fall off and it's fine to have bad days. I heard one person say who's very successful, no days of theirs have been 100% successful. It's just that they've been able to do 1% each day, which is all added up. We've got this perfectionist expectation on ourselves, which isn't always possible, and I think just having that consistent 1% every day is the most important. So bring yourself back to what you're trying to manifest. I do this by trying to meditate every morning, or listening to walking meditations on walks, because that just kind of gets me back in the flow. And as you build this, you'll see things get better in your life, whether that be the things that you're trying to manifest come into your life, but also gaining more self-belief because you're actually committing to yourself, such as meditating every morning or whenever the time of day you want to do that is. But yeah, I think it's important to remember that we're not having to be perfect, it's just that consistency every day. Thank you so much for watching. This video has been a little bit different to my others, so if you liked it, let me know. It's a bit more podcasty, chatty rather than more edited ones, so let me know what you think. And I will be back with another video. I want to make my videos a little bit more open to like what I'm doing in my day-to-day life, a little bit more diary entry styled, whilst also keeping this sort of tips and tricks on manifestation and everything else that I'm talking about, just purely because I want to share other things that are going on, and I think it'll be quite fascinating for people that are also going through similar things to me, and also just to inspire people and to have an outlet for chatting to people. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Goodbye!